Hi, I'm Ward Blackwell. Welcome to Front Street 411. You know, astronomical autumn doesn't begin for 2 more weeks, but meteorological fall began on Labor Day. And with this change of season, all the schools are back in session, pools have closed for the year, and most importantly, many of us now have a purpose in life again. Anyway, I mentioned back to school. For the first time in many years, PDA was invited to make presentations during the first year student orientations at all 3 of the fully in-state dental schools. PDA staff and volunteers provided the new D1 classes with tons of information about organized dentistry and the resources available to them as they start their careers. They also handed out plenty of PDA swag. And now, thanks in large part to the volunteer leaders who sacrificed their time, PDA obtained valuable contact information for the vast majority of the new students. Now, shortly after the orientations, PDA subsidiary that runs the PDA Member Advantage program held a board meeting. Among other good news, the PERC board heard that dentists using their PDA member discount to order supplies from TDSC are on average likely to save enough to cover their dues. They also heard about the launch of a special promotion by BestCard that's turning heads everywhere. And they made recommendations to add as partners companies who will deliver more value to your membership through discounts on embezzlement prevention and practice brokerage services. Now, less than a week ago, you may have seen some other big news relating to a company with whom PDA has had a long partnership. The insurance agency, once owned by PDA and that many of you still know as PDA Insurance Services, or PDAS, has officially changed its name to Alera Group. Now, when PDAS was sold to Alera more than 4 years ago, the personnel, service, and products remained mostly the same. But since then, Alera has been leveraging its substantial capacity to expand what the agency can offer you as a PDA member. So they felt it made sense to change the brand even while they remain endorsed by PDA. Turning from recent events to those coming up, it's almost time for the 3rd District Caucus to meet. That just means your representatives to the ADA House of Delegates from PDA, which is the ADA's 3rd District, will soon be meeting in Harrisburg to prepare for what promises to be a memorable ADA House meeting in DC. Besides this year's meeting being hitched to the last ever SmileCon, the number of weighty resolutions, well, it's just eye-popping. In fact, the schedule is actually being rearranged just to make sure there's time to cover everything. Now, any member can view the resolutions on the ADA website, and I strongly encourage each of you to do so. And to reach out to a delegate or alternate from your area if you have some thoughts to share. They need to hear from you in order to best represent you. Now, a little before SmileCon, PDA will be kicking off the 2nd course of our Financial Wellness Academy. The FWA is run by financial professionals who can really up your game when it comes to your money. For example, FWA 2.0 will cover lots of great strategies and information for investing. The course is mostly virtual over a 2-month period, and those who attend every session get their registration fully refunded. But you better sign up soon. Finally, you won't want to miss PDA's Leadership Conference in January. In addition to featuring some fantastic speakers who will help you in multiple areas of leadership development, it's being held at the awesome Seven Springs Resort. That's some of the best skiing in Pennsylvania, and they have tons of things to do for the non-skiers. Best of all, you're not going to miss any big games because that's the week between the conference championships and the Super Bowl. I mean, come on. You can't say you're surprised we thought of that. Till next time.